Hi folks, and welcome to another episode of our interactive field observation series. Today we find ourselves in the beautiful Pridelands Nature Reserve. Why don't you join us and see how you do? Alright folks, so today this is our first question. So question number one is a little bit of a tricky question. We're starting with quite a hard one. This object here is the inner pith or stone of a fruit from a tree. Now, this tree is quite interesting because, first of all, it's well known for producing high quantities of oil. Just like you would be pressing an olive to extract the oil, you would do something similar to this, at least when it's nice and fresh. Now, these trees are actually quite iconic, or I should say this family of trees is quite iconic. To give you a little hint, if you've ever seen those beautiful pictures out of Africa, shall we say the National Geographic shots where you've got those lovely flat top trees on the open vast plains, this is the family of trees that it belongs to. Now, how did this little stone or pith get here? Good question, because there's none of these trees growing around us whatsoever that I can see at all, but here it is lying on the floor. So the bonus question here is, how did this end up in this location? So folks, for our next question of the day is, what is this? Yes, it's a dung beetle, but what we'd like to know is, what kind of dung beetle is this? We have a couple of different groups of dung beetles, or way of grouping dung beetles, depending on what they do with their dung, shall we say. So have a close look at what this fellow is doing here. Busy patting the ball, rolling around. What kind would you say it is? All right, folks, so for question number 3 today, it's this beautiful tree that is right above me over here. Now, this is another lovely large growing tree that we find around here in the savanna biomes. It's got beautiful green leaves at this time of the year with lovely purple flowers as well. What do you think this tree could be? This tree is referred to as the rain tree, and not because it has this magic ability to make rain just appear out of the sky, but due to these little insects that we find feeding on the leaves. We refer to them as spittle bugs. And while they are feeding on the leaf, they are ingesting a huge amount of liquid which travels through their digestive system, and all the excess liquid they basically excrete out the rear. And certain times of the year you can find, I suppose we could say, almost infestations of them. Quite a lot of them in one tree, all doing the same thing, and lots of little droplets of liquid falling out of the tree. So folks, question number 4 today is, what bird are we talking about? And I'll give you 2 clues. First of all, we can just hear it calling in the background at the moment. And then the second clue is in the tree behind me, the very same tree that we looked at in question 3. There is a nest that a pair of them are currently building. And the style of the nest that's being built is very distinctive for this group or family of birds. Very messy, if that gives you a bit of a clue. So if your answer was a seed or a fruit from a greenthorn tree, also called a torchwood, you would be 100% correct. Now, this would have been covered with flesh, originally nice juicy fruit, and elephants absolutely adore this. And an elephant would have passed by a tree at another location at some point, had a good old feast on this, and we've ended up finding this inside some elephant dung. If your answer to question number 2 is it's a telecoprid, you would be correct. So what do we mean by telecoprid? So think of teleportation or television, something that is traveling, and that is exactly what these guys do. They take a little ball of dung, roll it up nice and round, and then they transport it, they teleport it to somewhere else, hence the name telecoprids. So for question number 3, if you have said it's an apple leaf, you'd be correct. Well done, guys. So if you said the correct answer is the morning collared dove, you would be correct. So folks, if you've enjoyed this video, please subscribe below and check out our channel for more great content.